Good morning and welcome to our daily sports show, news show, update show, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are. If it's your afternoon show, your evening show, or your morning show, it's the sports show. Hey, I hope you guys are all doing well. Big sports day today. Once again, I think the lag, there you go, that should be better. I hope you guys are all doing well, man. I've seen a lot of you in the chat this morning. Great to hear you in the chat. Fantastic. So let's start here. Got a few things to get into today. And we'll start at the top there. We're going to have Champions League. There's a little bit of Premier League in there. NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball. There was the NCAA men's final. And then we'll do a little bit of golf. I think we've got in there. We've got a lot of things in this morning. But hey, let's start with the Premier League. And Leicester City, that was the last game of the week. That's the one we didn't have yet. Leicester City lost to Newcastle 3-0. Looking good for Newcastle, not looking good for Leicester City. Premier League is really hotting up, going into the final stages. I think there's only about 7 games left for everybody, so it's looking really, really interesting. Newcastle have 8. As you can see, here's the Premier League table, and Newcastle are 9th, 5th. Man City have dropped down to 6th. Big race from Nottingham Forest all the way down, I think, to Aston Villa, all still fighting for a Champions League spot. It should be 5 spots, but look, Aston Villa and Arsenal, they could win the Champions League and then they're definitely in it. Talking about the Champions League, tonight we are going to do a live watch-along for both games. FC Bayern against Internazionale Milano and FC Arsenal against Real Madrid. We'll do a conference there for both games, so please join us for that. That'll be at 9:15 Central European tonight. And because we're so nice, we're going to do the same thing for tomorrow's games. Barcelona against Borussia Dortmund and PSG against Aston Villa. So 2 nights in a row, Champions League conference live here on Vic and Vern Sports Chat. Join us for that. This week, big Euro League games. Last regular season round. Everybody got one more game to play. Still some teams jockeying for positions. I mean, Bayern, Fenerbahce, positions could change. Real Madrid need another win to make sure they stay in the top 6. Same with Paris, Anadolu. So there's a lot of interesting games. We are going to be probably doing on Friday the Panathinaikos against Red Star game. So watch out for that. We will inform you. Then we get into the North American sports. Got to say North American, can't say US sports because the Canadians are there, even though they might become the 51st state. I'm just joking. I'm joking. So, hey, we have new national champions, the Florida Gators. The Gators from Florida. They won it. It's their 3rd championship. Now, let me get this right. I think they won it in 2006 and 2007, and now they won it in 2025. So, they are your national champions. Well done, boys. That must be the greatest feeling for young men to win that championship. They beat the Houston Cougars 63-65 in an exciting game. I taped that game, so I'm going to watch that when I have a little bit of time. I was working until 3:15 in the morning, so no time to watch that one yesterday. But I will watch it at a later date. I heard it was very, very exciting. But your Florida Gators are your new NCAA national champions. Then we move into, where we go, here we go, to the NHL. The 2 games that are finished already is the Lightning, they beat the Rangers 5-1. The St. Louis Blues lost again after 12 wins in a row. They lost to the Winnipeg Jets 1-3. And the other games, the ones that are colored in white, the Oilers against the Ducks, that's 1-3. That's late in the 3rd quarter. The Kraken, Burns Kraken is up 2-1 against the LA Kings. That's also in the middle of the 3rd quarter. And also in the middle of the 3rd quarter, the Calgary Flames are up 3-1 to the Sharks. But let's have a look at that Western Conference table there, because the playoffs are getting really close. Some teams have booked their playoff spots. The Jets, the Stars, the Avalanche, the Golden Knights, and the Kings, they are all definitely in the Western Conference. So 5 spots are gone. 3 spots are still open. Looking good for the Oilers and the Flames, as well as the Blues and Minnesota. So I think one of those are not going to make it, and the other 3 will. The St. Louis Blues, what a comeback from for this season for them. Then we do have the Eastern Conference. There you have the Maple Leafs, the Lightning, the Panthers. They're all through. The Capitals and the Carolina Hurricanes as well. Some teams are definitely eliminated. Those are the ones at the bottom. We don't do mediocrity, so we don't talk about the bottom. Then the NBA. Only 2 games in the NBA last night. The Sacramento Kings. A lot of Kings in sports these days. The Sacramento Kings. They beat the Detroit Pistons 127-117. And the Philadelphia 76ers lost again to my Miami Heat 105-117. Well done, well done. Then I don't know why, but I got Zach LaVine. He scored 41 points. And yeah, congratulations to Zach LaVine, doing really, really well there. After his trade, he was traded to the Kings from the Chicago Bulls. Let's have a look at those tables out there in the NBA. Look, in the Western Conference, a lot of teams have booked their playoff spot, like the Lakers, but it's not official. Are they in the play-in or the play-out or where the hell they are? That league is not quite settled yet, but look, Phoenix still hanging on to hope, but I doubt it. I think the Mavericks booked the last spot there, and then it's just a question of who's and where you ranked. The Mavericks will definitely be in the play-in. They won't get better than 9th spot, so same with the Kings. And then it's a scrap between the Memphis Grizzlies, the Timberwolves, the Warriors, and the LA Clippers, and even the Denver Nuggets, to see who gets straight into the playoffs, who gets into the top 6. Eastern Conference, it's all done. The bottom teams are definitely eliminated. The top 10 teams, as they stand in the tables now, will all make the playoffs. Yeah. And it's also all done. The Magic, the Heat, the Bulls, and the Hawks will be in the play-in tournament to see who joins the other teams that are on the top 6 there. So, there you go. Then the Major League Baseball. Oof, always a lot of games in the baseball. So, I'm going to name the names and the cities so that Vern can learn a little bit, boys and girls. That is the New York Yankees against the Detroit Tigers, and the Tigers win 6-2. The St. Louis Cardinals lose 4-8 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. The LA Dodgers, after winning the first 8, are on a little bit of a slide at the moment. They lost 4-6 to the Washington Nationals. The Toronto Blue Jays, let me just do something quickly so that I can actually read this stuff better. There you go. The Toronto Blue Jays, they beat the Boston Red Sox 6-2. The Florida Marlins lost 0-2 to the New York Mets. The Minnesota Twins lost 2-4 to the Kansas City Royals. Texas Rangers lost 0-7 to the Cubs. That's the Chicago Cubs. Baltimore Orioles won 5-1 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Houston Astros lose 3-4 to the Seattle Mariners. And the Cincinnati Reds beat the Giants. That's the San Francisco Giants. 2-0. I know it's early in the baseball and there's a shitload of games. So they play like 157,000 games. Now they play about 162 games or something like that in the regular season. But let's have a quick look at the standings. Start off with the American League, and on top there we have the Texas Rangers and the LA Angels, followed by the Detroit Tigers and the Yankees. White Sox at the bottom, not doing too well, mediocrity. And then we go to the National League, and up top of the National League standing are the San Francisco Giants, followed by the San Diego Padres and the LA Dodgers. So if you're from California, you're on top of the league, because those all 3 teams come out of the state of California. Yep. So let me just go back to the American League. The LA Angels are on top there. Who else is from California? Let's have a look. The only one that is really sucking from the state of California are the Oakland Athletics. When I think of the Oakland Athletics, I always think of the film Moneyball with Brad Pitt. Great baseball film. Guys need to watch that once. Then, hey, listen here, on Thursday, not to be forgotten, the beautiful Augusta Golf Course will be hosting the 89th Masters. And I love my golf. I love watching the Masters. I don't do the normal tournaments, but I do the 4 majors, and I love watching the Masters just because I think that the whole setting is so stunning there. That's a place I definitely want to go visit once, Augusta, Georgia. But look, the main man, that everybody always talks about, Al Tiger. Tiger will not be taking part. He's recovering from an Achilles injury. So no Tiger at the Masters this year. I've got my two favorites. I like Jordan Spieth. I like Bryson DeChambeau. So those are the boys I'm looking for. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's just show you the golf ranking. This is the golf world rankings. Most of you probably won't have an idea what's going on there with the golf world. But we do have Scotty Scheffler at the top, followed by Rory McIlroy, Sander Schauffele, and Colin Morikawa. For the Europeans, other than McIlroy, you've got to look out for Ludwig and Victor Hovland. I'm a fan of Victor Hovland because he's got a beautiful first name. What a first name. I mean, unbelievable. And Hideki Matsuyama for all the Japanese boys out there. I know we've got a lot of Japanese people watching our channel. So konnichiwa and Hideki, go for it, my son. Go for it. That is the morning show for this morning. So, hey, you guys remember, 8:45 this evening. Join us for the Champions League watch along. This week, we're going to have Champions League on Tuesday, Wednesday. There's other football. We might be doing the Man U against Lyon. We might be doing the darts. We don't know yet. I have to discuss that with Vern. There's going to be EuroLeague basketball. Going to be a load of rugby on Friday and Saturday. The Super League, definitely. We'll be doing the Bulls game against, against Edinburgh. Oh, against Duesi van der Merwe. We've got to do that one as well. And on the weekend, there's the little thing of Manchester United going to Newcastle in the Premier League. So that's all coming up this week. Listen here, have a wonderful Tuesday morning if you're in our time zones. All the boys, I saw a lot of boys from the US in there this morning. Oh, NG's in the house there as well. Well done, Ronnie, Isa. Yes, thanks a lot for reminding me, Isa. We have hit 35,000 subs. Thanks a lot hey. Love, hey, oh yeah, got to do one of those there today. Love to all you guys out there. Eh? Thanks a lot for that. Keep on subscribing, liking, and hitting the notification button. Eh? So yeah, and to all the boys far east there, have a wonderful afternoon or early evening already. And I will see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. 7 o'clock Central European time, Vic and Vern Sports Chat, the Daily Sports Show. Check you guys out. Ciao, ciao.